And now, the moment you've all been waiting for.
Lads, I don't know what film you were watching, but it wasn't the same film I saw.
I'm all the man you need, Mark.
Yeah, I was pretty shocked and appalled.
So I'll bring it up, Ted.
It wasn't a very good movie. I laughed at it more than I laughed at The Possession.
Good evening and welcome to Is It a Bicycle? This week we've put together outtakes plus the best and worst of Season 7. We'll be back with a brand new season next week, so stay tuned. As always, please share, like and tell your friends about how awesome we are. Catch us on Facebook or Twitter at Is It a Bicycle, or email us at podcast@isitabicycle.com. And finally, we'd like to wish a very happy new year to all our bicycler listeners.
Are we recording?
Yeah.
Phone's on
Good
silent.
to go. Okay.
Not that anyone's going to text you.
Oh, yeah.
See if we can get in one, Steve. It's been 7 months, 4 weeks.
It's going to be a hell of an outtake track.
Good evening.
Good evening and welcome.
Wankers.
Just waiting for it.
Right, shut up. Putting you all on mute.
No, we had to switch machines. My laptop died this evening.
Oh, soz.
Yeah, it's been tough on all of us, but we'll get through it.
Beside me is a man who this week discovered that you should never make eye contact while eating a banana. It's Mike McDonough. Joining us this week, live from Vegas, we've a man who's thrown out of a casino for misunderstanding the use of a craps table. It's Sean, I Love Cans Leonard. This week, we're once again joined by a lady who says people who live in glass houses should not throw orgies. It's Shona, I Love Canadians.
That's my favorite one yet.
And they're all in space. Except for Michael Caine. He's a bit old. He couldn't get up the stairs.
Yeah.
But an aging guy who smokes and drinks too much and is kind of just looks like a cab driver.
Good God, it's you, Mike. This week, we're joined by a lady who based her... This week, we are joined by a lady who, based on her search engine...
I love this.
Come on, Steve, make it hurt.
Right. This is fucking difficult. It wasn't difficult either earlier. This week, we're joined by a lady who, based on her search history, Google suggests a social life. It's Shona, I Love Canada. Blair Redford is the chiseled, good-looking guy. Guess what he's been in before?
Porn.
No.
I don't know.
Further from you wish, girl. Who's in? Beside me is a man who says the hardest part of the driving test was escaping the car before completely filled with seawater. It's Mike. Joining us this week, live from Vegas, we have a man who ordered the Cliff Notes from Mike's new book and received a bar menu, a printout of the Urban Dictionary, and an STD pamphlet. It's Sean, I Love Cans Leonard. Okay, let's crack on. Let's talk about the first of our movies, which is Northern Heart. Sorry. Okay, I'll let that bit out. Okay, so next up, we go straight to news with Mark. Beside me is a man who took down all the mirrors in his house this week because he was tired of living with that asshole. It's Mike McDonough. Beside me is a man who always gives his extra money to charity, as he says she's usually on the stage at about 11. It's Mike McDonough. Beside me is a man who says he wishes jelly babies would scream when you eat them. It's Mike McDonough. Live from Vegas, we have a man whose favourite movie and favourite hobby is Home Alone. It's Sean, I Love Cans. This week we're delighted to have a guest reviewer, a lady who discovered she was out of duct tape, milk and crayons because she made a sandwich while drunk the previous night. It's Shona, I Love Canada, O'Flaherty.
So I hear you've been back watching Tyrant.
Yeah.
Is it still good?
You know what, episode 2, it would be good. You know what, I don't think I can watch anymore, and the reason is not the story, not the production, but it's the accents. They're just really forced, and they're just...
I thought they got off to a decent start. So you're telling me they took a swan dive in the old performance stakes.
Yeah, I was like, these plans you have to run to Iran didn't work. You know, this kind of thing. It's just like, Jesus.
Kind of sounds like I was right all along. Vindication.
Yeah,
maybe,
you know
but for all the wrong reasons, Mike.
Yeah, it's kind of got to the stage where I didn't care, you know, what was going to happen. So yeah, I think I'm going to give it a skip. I think
That's interesting. Well, I've watched episode 2 of Tyrant myself, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I didn't notice the same degradation that you saw, but
it's the wife.
it's early days. We'll give it a bit more time.
It's the wife. That's the problem.
Right.
If you listen to her, it's now and again she breaks into an American accent. Maybe it's the consistency. It's just not convincing enough, actually. And my other problem with it, like the old World War II movies where all the English actors had German accents, but just spoken English. That drives me mad. You know, what in this day and age, you know, can't people?
Is it too much to ask for subtitles?
Yeah, God damn it.
But this is a magic country, Steve. Anything can happen.
Do you think that it's around this point where people realize this is not, in fact, a podcast about bicycles? Because I always wonder when because they have the funny intros and they're like, "Oh, these guys are characters. I can't wait to find out about the new Schwinn." And then
the Tour de France is really hotting up. So yeah, it's your standard action Jason Statham fare.
Really,
you know, strangely enough, he wins in the end. I
Yeah.
don't think that's too much of a spoiler.
Didn't see that coming. Yeah.
Beats the living tar out of a few people along the way. What's not to love?
I thought I mentioned Suits this week.
Mm-hmm.
Season 4, episode 4 is the latest. But it had your buddy McDonough, Neil McDonough.
Oh, he's getting about, is he?
Yeah, he was in that, very good. And also, I was quite surprised to see Eric Roberts.
No way.
Yeah, pop up in it.
Wow.
Yeah, because he popped up and I went, no, wait, Don Johnson. Oh, no, wait, it's not.
You bastard.
Sorry, Eric Roberts. But yeah, it was really cool to see him in it, actually. Yeah, he was quite good in it.
Loved you in Wall Street.
Well, yeah.
Wait, this shit goes on the web.
Yeah, no.
I thought this was just like a book club.
Nominated under actually best web only publication, apparently. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I know, we duped you.
Shouldn't I have had to sign like a release form or something?
We'll get to that. Yeah.
Yes, Shona, the internet is forever.
In the red corner, it's our cuddly killer, a man who this week asked, is it normal for your right testicle?
Eye testicle?
I forgot about this. I wrote it during the weekend. Hang on. Sorry, push. In the red corner, it's our cuddly killer, a man who this week asked, is it normal for your right testicle to be larger than your other two? It's Mark, Superhero Leonard. So it's a trailer from you.
Yeah.
Mike?
There's a cop. He's pretty good at investigating. He's got a history, you know. And there's some supernatural things he's got to deal with. And, you know, a college buddy who just shows up out of nowhere. Wow, I wonder if that's important. Damn right I'm going to watch more of this. It's a thriller for me.
Sean?
Yeah, based on how bad it is, I'm not going to watch anymore.
Zing!
So there's campus split here. Okay.
If you had to keep one, either Chantry or Daniel Radcliffe, who would you keep?
Who would I keep?
Yeah.
Like,
in a
dungeon
dungeon?
in my basement. Change the
Well,
wall with
if you'd like, Mike, I meant more in the film.
Geordie Shore, are you watching that?
Yeah.
Bullshit again, are you?
Back into it. Yeah.
It's very popular, it seems.
It's like putting on an old sock.
The first of our movies, which was Sharknado 2, the second one. So, the flight attendant at the start, did you recognize her? It was
Yes.
Kelly Osbourne.
Kelly Osbourne, yeah.
Who else was in this? Will Wheaton.
Will Wheaton.
Yeah, as also
one
known
was
as
he?
Wesley Crusher from Star Trek. He was.
No, I know who he
Yeah, he
is.
was a passenger
who
on
was
the
he in
plane.
the? Oh, was he?
Yeah. And
The whole movie was a whole exercise, and oh my god, it's that
I know,
guy.
yeah. Who else? Sandra Peppa for Salt and Peppa.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She was the other love interest. Wasn't she?
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
And Kurt Angle was the fire chief, and Billy Ray Cyrus.
As a doctor.
He was a surgeon. Yeah, he
Better.
was. Yeah.
And Frank from 30 Rock, one of the writers, was the guy at the baseball game.
That's right, actually. Yeah. That's
I
right.
recognized him.
Yeah, that was funny. So anyway, star-studded. I'd say they were all, sign me up. Please sign me up.
I'd say by the third one, this thing will be bigger than fucking Live Aid. Like,
So true, yeah.
Feed the sharks.
Okay, let's kick off. Okay, first up, we'll go to the news with me. Ballyurig, an ish an nucht telefish agus canan anuk. That was pretty much good evening. This is the new television.
Oh, okay. I'm like, are we in a new show now?
Let me see. Oh yeah, two other items. In Is It Bicycle news, I believe Sean was kicked out of Starbucks after he just awesomed all over the place. And Mike discovered a new word this week. Dipshitiot. There we go. So that's it from the news desk. August Nishanheimter.
The young lad is still appalled that I got interested in cooking because of a serial killer on TV.
Is that Hannibal got you interested in?
Yeah,
please.
The TV show is very food based.
Oh God!
I just love my life.
Disgusting.
Honestly, I think they could have left that whole section of the whole story out.
Yeah. For now.
There's no need for it.
Yeah.
You know, I know maybe if Mark was here, he'd argue that they're trying to apply to the other half of the couple that may be watching this,
right?
To keep them watching, keep both of them interested, or try and be as generic as possible to rake in as many viewers as possible.
Right.
But
so they're basically assuming that your girlfriend or wife or whatever is not clever enough to follow them.
I was going to say that, Mike, and then I thought, I'm not going to be the woman every week that gets up on the soapbox, so I'm glad you said it.
Oh, nice. I fell into that trap.
Hook, line, and sinker.
But it's true.
When I was in grade 9, which is the first year of high school in Canada, I had a science test, and it asked what Hiroshima was, and it was a multiple choice answer, and the answer I selected was a English ship.
Won't make that mistake again.
You're a credit to the Canadian education system.
Yeah.
She's kind of angry in this too, isn't she?
Yeah, she's a smart girl.
Yeah. Too smart for the 40s.
Yeah.
Jesus, we gave them the vote. What do they want next? Education, is it?
I will say, while I was watching it, with all the talk of plutonium, there's a really good
hardware store that sells plutonium.
You've been there too. They have a sale on this week.
I did notice that they had one overly long scene where she did the smile too much, which is also the thing that you referenced, Steve, in your fun synopsis. That is an overly long scene. I did not find that problem anywhere later on. Also, bear in mind, you can review any show in the world by going, oh, The Walking Dead. So they go to this place, and guess what? They need food, right? And then they go and they run out of food, right? So they don't have any food, right? Do you know what I mean? So there's no food, you know what I mean? And if you say it like that, people will think it's bad. Yes, awkwardness and cringiness recur in this show. So if you don't like that, then you probably shouldn't watch this. However, I thought it was really funny, and I thought it was moving.
That's kind of funny, considering you're a past master of using vocal tone to critically destroy a particular show you're not very fond of.
That's true. I go for laughs sometimes, Mike, and sometimes I flip the switch and I get fucking serious. Now you can figure out which one that one was.
Yeah.
I would have
enjoyed this.
I would have just preferred if those friendship scenes had been poisoned somewhat.
Oh, Mike.
A little bit dead inside, are we?
I was going to say, Mike's decaying soul is once again ruining his enjoyment of a film.
There's not enough hate. Damn Toy Story.
See, it wouldn't even have had to have been obvious. Just, a little
An
eye
implication
eye
of
movement
suffering?
or something.
Yeah.
Something that kids wouldn't have noticed. I fucking love this show.
I knew it. Look, it's negative. There's some funny
That's
bits.
true. A bit of
There's some
depravity.
people being evil to
Yeah.
other people.
Yeah. I should have known, Mike. It ticks all your
There's some
boxes.
sex against the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With people they're not married to. Yes, of course you're going to love this.
It reminded me a lot of, I suppose, Rake and American Beauty.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here watching things like this. I'm thinking, I'm so looking forward to my midlife crisis. It's going to be fucking great. And I just love the way that all the people are unlikable, and they just twist emotions and relationships and make everything ugly.
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah. That's exactly the kind of shit I like to watch.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. Wow.
I thought your midlife crisis was the reason you were dressed in full Batman costume tonight, but this isn't your midlife crisis.
No, that's more of a training exercise.
I wasn't going to say anything. No one else was, but it's kind of weird. Especially that you bought the bat suit that has the nipples on it. That's a really strange choice, Mike, but
Well, no, see, they've got holes for the chain to go across.
Should have got the one with the abs, dude. That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
You wear it well, though, Mike.
Yeah,
I don't want to
we'll see how the
you.
bonuses come in this year. I'll get the abs after. This is one I've enjoyed more than anything in recent times. I'm definitely going to follow this.
So you're going to watch more of it and tell us how
Absolutely.
it gets on?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
This, apart from Battle, Fight, Ship, Arctic, Survivor, Zombie, Rona thing.
Yeah.
This will probably be one of my shows for the summer.
Really?
Oh,
That's
wow.
a surprise. Wow.
Yeah.
So I think they were trying to go for a relatable aspect, and then the woman is sleeping with a guy, and you're like, ooh, an affair, and then you're like, oh my god, he's a prostitute. That sucks. And it's like, oh wait, now her husband's gonna be a prostitute? That's really
but it's
shady.
okay because she's bored. Because he's a whale.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
okay.
That's the impression I got from it. It didn't seem to be like a...
Lying to people and
my
putting
good
their
God
health at risk is
thing.
okay if you're bored. Yeah, that's okay. That's fair enough. I'll let my husband know.
No, I'm not saying my opinion. I'm saying this is what it was implied.
Yeah. No, it's true. It was.
It was all sort of like, oh yeah, it's just Toy Boy.
Yeah.
It's just Toy Boy.
It's funny, like, when men do it, it's always sleazy, but women, it's just like, well, it's because he's traveling all the time.
Yeah. It's just Toy Boy. I was just bored at home, I needed this. I needed to feel wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all on him.
I ran out of batteries.
I was actually going to say that this is like if Owen Wilson played the eternal child character that he's done many times in previous movies, but in a real world scenario. Because in a real world scenario, that guy is a dickhead. And I thought Owen Wilson was amazing at that. He was so mean. I hated him a number of times during this film.
Yes.
And he was way more shocking than when he's in one of those like comedies where he says like weird shit and you're like, oh, I can't believe he said that. And this you're like, I can't fucking believe he said
that. Okay, next up, movie quiz. The Return.
No! Oh, God. I break out into cold sweats every time these happen.
Right, I need someone to keep scores, so I'll do it.
I thought you threw your earphones at me. I wasn't going to complain.
Okay, settle down, children.
Okay.
Settle down. Okay. So, Mike.
Steve.
Oh, we've already answered this one. Name the TV show that is a spin-off of the mega hit show Breaking Bad.
Oh, God. This is predicated on me actually listening when you speak, isn't it?
Yeah.
When I speak, Mike, you mean me.
Or even remembering who speaks.
Time limit, Mike.
Saul Returns. Return of Saul.
Is that it, Mike?
Buzzer noise.
Yeah.
No.
The Return of the Saul.
No. Sean, there, go on.
Better Call Saul.
Ah, come on.
Okay.
It was a good effort.
Good bonus point there.
Not good enough, Mike.
Jonah,
yes.
who won the award for Best Shirtless Performance at the 2014 MTV Awards?
Miley Cyrus.
Buzzer.
Did she wear nipple tassels?
Buzzer.
No.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Sean.
Buzzer. It was Zac Efron.
Yes, it was Sean. Sean has won already.
Point of order, Jennifer Aniston was cruelly robbed in that particular competition.
Sean, after being told you're too good at this game, which actor was banned from playing blackjack at the Hard Rock Casino in Las Vegas in May?
Which actor was banned in the Hard Rock Casino in May? Mark Ruffalo.
No. Put it out to the floor, anyone?
It has to be Robert Downey Jr.
No, unfortunately. Not a bad guess, though.
Brad Pitt? No, wait, George Clooney.
No.
Wait, who else is in those movies? Matt Damon.
It was Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck! I was going to get there eventually.
He was next, wasn't
He was.
Mike,
Can I have a half point for getting close?
Mike, name the movie based on the bad description.
The movie based on what?
The bad description. Transported to a surreal landscape, a young girl kills the first person she meets and then teams up with 3 strangers to kill again.
That's my weekend.
No idea.
No idea? Anyone? It's out on the floor? No one? Oh my goodness. Wizard of Oz, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Jonah.
Wow.
A whiny teenage orphan and a creepy old guy go on a road trip.
Wait,
to
did you
meet
say
his
whiny
estranged
or
father.
horny?
You heard whiny. A whiny teenage orphan and creepy old guy go on a road trip to meet his estranged father.
Good. Family's important.
What?
Do I get a point?
No. No.
What, is there a question?
Yeah, what movie is it?
You didn't say what movie is it? You implied it, but you did not say it. Orphan, man, his dad. Twilight?
No. Put it to the floor, anyone?
Oh, it's Star Wars.
Yes, good man.
Good job.
Nice one. Sean, a sadistic slave owner systematically tortures children until one child gives him what he wants.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Good man.
We're getting the hang of this.
Yeah. Mike, an elderly woman disregards a lifetime of wealth, marriage, kids, and grandkids over the one time she rode a bum in the back of a car.
And it's not Mom, right? Titanic.
Yes, good man.
I was gonna guess Titanic. That was one.
Shona, moody teen encourages boyfriend to kill her.
Oh, that is Twilight.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sean, fish gets lost, then found.
Finding Nemo.
Yes, good man, Sean. Mike, is Walter White?
Yes.
Yes, he is. Good man, Mike. Shona, is Jack Black?
No.
Sorry, he is, actually. And Sean, is Chubby Checker?
No.
He was, I'm afraid,
Yes.
as it's slimming. Yeah.
God damn it.
So, in second place, we have Shona with 2.
Not last! Victory is mine!
And in joint first place, we've Mike
Fuck! That was so misleading! And then you let me celebrate! Thanks. Yeah,
I'd just like to thank everyone and say that I'm really glad that Shona came last. I'd just like to, say thanks very much to Steve for putting it together. I'd like to thank my parents. And I thought that was a really good job.
Yeah.
By me.
Next up, we have...
Oh man, we've finally done it, guys. We've gone too far.
I'm surprised it was Sean.
That's why being friends with Sean is such an adventure.
He's had that bottled up for so long.
Yeah.
You look different, Sean. Did you get a haircut or something?
A while back, I thought it was done well before the last episode. I don't have my hair gelled up at all. You might be used to seeing...
Is that what I'm used to?
I have no idea what you're used
It's
to.
transformative, your look, Sean. It's just blowing my mind.
He's got a shirt on this week.
Is that what it is?
I'm wearing shorts. That might be... might be throwing you off.
And we can hear you this week, too. Who is that? Oh, no. That's not the guy from Girls. No, he is the connection between Daniel Radcliffe and the girl. He's the girl's cousin and Daniel Radcliffe's best friend.
Is he funny in this?
He's the same character he plays in Girls, in my opinion.
Okay.
Like really highly sexualized, kind of spontaneous, but
funny.
like hidden wisdom. I don't know if it's funny. Is that funny?
Hilarious in Girls, anyway.
Sex isn't funny, Steve.
Maybe not the way you do it.
Mike, I think just he spurted beer out of his mouth. Oh, that's fast.
Did that come out your nose, Mike?
Oh, good lord. And you, Lo.
It's thriller for me, Steve. I really enjoyed it. Looking forward to seeing some more.
Mike.
Yeah, I can see all the Batman fanboys loving this, and if you're into it, go for it. But it's not really my kind of thing, either superheroes or cops, really. So I'm going to filler this.
Mike, if we didn't let you know that it was called Gotham, and we cut out all the bits with Bruce Wayne, and where someone jumps up on a building conspicuously, you would have thought, yeah, it's a pretty good TV show. I like the detective and crime. I'm interested to see where this is going to go.
Yeah, it's a pretty good 7-minute TV show.
I think that's unfair. It would be a lot longer than that. But you obviously, before you're getting ready to watch this show, you're sitting there with your TV turned off, looking at your own reflection in the glass, going, I hate superheroes. I hate superheroes. Then you go, right, I'm ready, and you turned it on. Where are you, superheroes? I'm ready to hate you now. And I don't understand, because all superheroes try and do is make the world a better place.
So, Mike doesn't like this, yeah. So, I'm shocked.
I feel kind of sad now because Mark has deconstructed me.
Yeah. I still can't get over it. Shocked is when I found out my toaster wasn't waterproof. Anyway,
Wow.
Moving on. Let me see.
All you lovely listeners out there may remember that we discussed Red Fuck Me. Now I know how Steve feels. Starting off like that episode. Hold on, let me go. It's called Dead Snow.
Yes, I've been waiting so long for this. Good evening and welcome to Is It a Bicycle? Season 7, Episode 18. The original and bestest ever TV and movie podcast from Ireland. Fuck it. Jesus Christ. What are those nights?
What was wrong with that? That sounded
I'm
perfect.
stumbling like a drunken Mike.
When's the last time you actually pulled it off the first time?
The time you were feeling my leg.
That's right. Yeah.
That's true, actually.
Right. My name's Steve Wrigley. Fuck yes. Right, wished. We'd Sean topless one week.
We did.
Yeah.
I'm still not quite over that.
Yeah,
I haven't forgotten.
Saved to that USB drive in her head.
Between that and my Audible, I am good.
What's his name? Colin?
Firth.
Whispering in your ear as you're falling asleep.
Watching the images of Sean topless podcasting. It's everything I ever dreamed my life would be.
You don't mind if I listen to this, do you? Excuse you.
Sorry.
Yeah, Shauna's taken up smoking. That's why she's coughing.
I think Mark is watching the trailers.
Yeah, he's not listening to us.
Yeah, he's in his whole other world.
Yeah. He's being a very serious face. He should be in a razor commercial. Look at that jaw.
Look at it.
Look at that face.
Look at it. Respect it.
He looks like he looks like a born software project manager.
BOURNE software project manager.
Nothing be soft where he is. Anyway, sorry. Hi, Mark. Good evening and welcome to Is It a Bicycle? Season 7, Episode 19. The original and bestest ever TV and movie podcast. My name is Stephen Wrigley and I'll be your host for this evening. Beside me is a man who only uses the words...
From Ireland.
Fuck. No, we're just the best podcast ever.
Period.
Don't restrict us.
Come on, Mark, dream big.
Anyway,
Sorry, you gotta dream bigger.
Yeah.
And this this journalist goes off into... It looks very official.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
So where were you on the night of...
When you've got mirrored glass and a stern gentleman asking you questions. It's normally not a good sign.
Mike's been there, Shona. Good evening and welcome to Is It a Bicycle? Forgotten the start. Longest running and bestest ever TV movie podcast from Ireland.
Gang Related was the story of this guy who was kind of raised by...
Wolves. Please say wolves.
Well, to be honest, I don't know. I actually like that they went...
I'm going to cut it, I think, Sean, will I?
Yeah, okay. I had nothing to say about that. That's fine.
Manhattan Love Story. I'm trying to pace, as you see. So this is only the first category. And you've got lots of good things to say, so I don't want you to burn out early.
He just deflected me with compliments.
Manhattan Love Story.
I know what he's doing. I'm not an idiot.
Okay, like, just don't let that secret get out. Everyone will see right through me.
I'd like to propose all of you to consider one criterion for this category. I think...
Can I just say I'm very impressed with your use of the singular of criteria.
Thank you, Mark. I know my shit.
He's doing the compliment thing again.
It's not a worse film than
It's probably the worst Hunger Games movie.
It is. It is the worst
It's not a worst film, though.
I'm just sick and fucking tired of going to Hunger Games movies.
So this was
Don't worry, Mike.
So this was a crime of passion.
I'm gonna take Captain America off the shortlist because Mike is plainly just being a crotchety old man.
Yes. Will never be the thing that takes her down, and yet they build to a stupid climax of humans trying to beat Lucy, which, surprise, they don't because they can't. That's the premise of the movie.
Mike, you like climaxes. Damn it, I peaked. I'm not going to get any funnier than that, folks. You might as well go home. So, next category. Best International Production.
What do we mean by that, Mark?
Well, I'm glad you asked me, Sean. Because we mean a couple of things.
2 Russian spies who've been embedded in America, and they live kind of like white picket fence life. They have 2 American children. They have a very American life. Exactly, Sean. That's very good. You keep saying the title.
Trying to help.
We've got American accent.
She was brilliant at doing what she did last year, though.
Yeah.
She won twice in a row. And this would be the 3rd year for her. This would be the tricycle. I just did a thing. I don't know how to come down between Amy Adams and Scarlett Johansson.
Amy Adams and Scarlett. Amy Adams and Scarlett.
Are they the ones we have?
Sorry.
I say we...
Yeah, but True Detective didn't have any naval vessels.
Oh, God. First of all, there was a big torture scene in a boat, so you don't know what you're talking about.
I think The Last Ship goes in the shortlist.
The Last Ship was a complete torture on it.
I don't want The Last Ship anywhere near.
And then, I'm just too dumb to understand this ad. But that's probably more my problem than the show's problem.
Yeah.
Thanks for the support, Steve.
I think Steve is on the money there. Always just assume it's your problem.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious.
Welcome
I bet that if the novel has any grit to it, I bet that was a part of that scene rather than just in the DNA of the circumstance.
Has anyone read this book, actually? No?
Mike, would you get on that, would you?
Yeah, I'll see what I can do for you, Sean.
Yeah.
Go for it. It'd be, that's your audience right there. I guarantee someone's going to wear a catsuit. And then it's going to rain, I bet you.
Cold, hard rain, mate.
I can't understand how he can predict me. It's like he can read my mind.
So this has nothing to do with the TV show reviewed in this podcast starring James Spader?
No. There is simply a website called The Blacklist which contains scripts, one of which became a Salma Hayek movie where a love affair leads to her in an apartment for about 78 minutes shooting people. And I think
So
that
there's a website and a TV show?
I'll be honest, I think there may even be a turn of phrase associated with The Blacklist. I don't know. I don't know what to tell. There may even be a restaurant. America.
Is there some kind of intellectual property court case? Because I've seen James Spader maneuver around a courtroom before. He knows which way is up.
It's going to be interesting. All set in an apartment?
Yeah.
With a heap of bodies?
Yeah, well, I suppose it can be done. Like the phone booth was good.
And what was that one in the room that is an emergency place? Yeah, that's the one, yeah.
Panic room.
That's the one,
yeah.
And
that one in the room.
Yeah, what's your one's name that you really liked that was in that space program. God, brain won't work. Battle.
Katie Sackhoff.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
See, this man knows
wow.
me, you see. that was all done in one room as well. Sexy Evil Genius.
Yeah.
Gravity. Gravity was all done in space.
Space is like a big room. Yeah.
Basically, same thing.
Yeah.
So the upshot is it needs a really fucking good script to.
Not really.
Pull
It's
it
got
off.
Salma Hayek, man. Yeah. But I hope it has a really
I
good
believe
script.
it. To make it out of the blacklist, it's definitely both very marketable and I'm sure has merit in it beyond a lot of the other scripts that people have trolled through on that website, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Blacklist, the TV show?
You know, Mike, acknowledging that you on occasion have valid arguments must be a lot like you pestering someone for sex for hours on end and them finally relenting to allow you to do your business for the however many seconds or minute it may take you to do so.
Just get it over with and leave me alone.
Under the Skin. I really liked it.
I was going to say, I bet you fucking like that shit.
But I have to say, I didn't like it immediately. At the end, after I watched it, I was sort of going, not sure, but it was real way Homer. Mm-hmm. It wasn't until about 2 or 3 days later, after thinking about it, sort of, yeah, that was pretty good, actually. Yeah. It is very, very art house. I knew Mark wouldn't like it.
For that kind of film, it's not until after you've not enjoyed it that you can enjoy it. That's basically what you just said. It's such a terrible film. Like, I don't know. You probably noticed, Steve, it's the lowest score, not only that I've given anything, but that is possible in this podcast.
Yeah.
So, Wally Feister was the director. To my knowledge, this was his directorial debut, though I'm open for correction. He was director of photography on Inception, which is one of my favorite films. And he was also director of photography on Dark Knight Rises.
Damn it, I thought his name was Wally Fister. I was going to mention it later.
Maybe it is. Maybe it is. I took the less offensive route.
Yeah.
Could he not have fielded an army and marched on New York?
He had an army of clones.
Yeah.
In fact.
Did you like this film, Mike?
I might have liked this movie had I directed it.
You thought he made poor use of his resources.
Yeah. This is a potential golden nugget that just got washed down the stream. I'm sorry to say.
Yeah. So did Wally Fister? No. Next up, it's Return of the Pop Quiz.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. Come on, Mark. First question.
You think I'm going to enjoy this one, Steve, do you?
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain I'm the reigning undefeated champion. Am I making that up, or is that definitely true? Or?
I thought Mark won all of them that were ever had. Always.
In my brain, that's what happened.
Right, Mark, first question. Name the actress who played the pretty blonde girl Elliot danced with in E.T.
I got it.
You know, I feel like I know this one.
Yeah.
I feel like she's done a lot of films since. I think she was in that one about the baboon heart, but I'm not sure. I'm just going to think about this for a minute. Hold on, Steve. I'm going to leave about 10 seconds of dead air while I think. Oh, what's her name at all?
You could be using those 10 seconds to look it up on IMDb.
Yeah, hang on. I have my phone right here. Hang on.
Right. I'm going to open it
Steve.
up to the floor. Yes.
Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, I was right. She was in Baboon Heart. That point goes to me.
No, it wasn't. Mike, do you want to have a guess?
Kim Basinger.
No, it was Erica.
It wasn't Drew
Eleniak.
Barrymore.
Do you remember Erica Eleniak? Do you remember from Baywatch?
Erica Eniak.
That's the one.
You didn't even know her name.
Ellen. It's Eleniak.
You've never surfed. Bullshit t-shirt.
Do you
Fucking
remember
matter.
she jumped out of a cake in one of
Under Siege.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
At which point I decided it was worth learning her name.
It was to cruise control, but
I
whatever.
could never pronounce her surname. Sorry about that, Eric.
Show you some of my moves.
Mike, in Empire Strikes Back, what was chewing on the power cables of the Millennium Falcon while Han Solo and company were hiding inside the asteroid cave?
Oh, it was a little squeaky lizard bat thing. I don't know what the name of it was.
No Googling.
Snookers.
No. Anyone else?
Yeah, I'll think of it. If you let me leave a bit of dead air, I'll come up with it.
Okay.
Is it a Jawa?
Sorry,
Were they
guys.
Jawas?
No, it wasn't a Jawa. They were like type bats.
You're going to have to move it on. It was Minox. Right.
Minox, Steve.
Yeah. Sean, what was the
Yeah.
license plate number of the Ghostbusters car?
The license plate number of the Ghostbusters car. Was it?
I know.
Was it? Go.
No.
Was it the symbol with the red?
Sorry,
thing?
time up. Open to the floor.
Ecto 1.
That's the one, Mark. Look at that.
Makes
Straight
sense.
into the lead.
I don't know how the hell I know that.
The main thing I really liked about it was that it was about a real country.
That's all it takes, Mike, for you, isn't it? That's all it takes. Real country. Sold.
And a Carrie Fisher lookalike.
Oh, well, yes.
She does look quite like Carrie Fisher.
Yeah, yeah. There may well be a gold bikini scene later on. But, yeah, I liked it for all the reasons that Mark didn't like it. I liked all the historical, political intrigue stuff. Because I watched the news occasionally, so I didn't really have to look up the encyclopedia to see where Israel was.
It's the one in the middle, I told you.
Yeah. I actually just
I'll probably watch another episode.
Just one thing. So like, we talk about ham-fisted.
Yeah.
There was one scene that really I kind of
yeah.
When she's going to Egypt, they had to fly over the pyramids just to drive home the point that they're in Egypt.
Cairo, that's in Egypt. Yeah, Mark, I presume you'll probably give it a skip.
No.
No?
Had you listened to my review?
No.
That last 10 seconds, man.
Oh, it's the last 10. Sorry, you're right. Yeah,
I'm going to try and watch one more episode. If I can find the time, I'm going to watch another episode because I'm interested to see how the second episode takes shape. Because surely there couldn't be any more history to the Middle East that they need to tell us about. Right?
Yeah, this is what Tyrant should have been. So I'm going to go through it.
Oh, I see. I see where you're coming from now, Tyrant.
Yeah.
You
A
think
healthy
Tyrant was like
put together of this would work.
You think Tyrant was like pop Middle East?
Yeah.
Ah, and this is like more real.
Yeah.
I get you. Okay. Yeah, I think. Okay. Still think they're wrong though. Okay.
Away and shite with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. This one actually looks better than the first one. Yeah, so you can skip the first one and just watch this.
It's a better trailer anyway. Yeah.
It's like what we were talking about with Transcendence. This is a more ambitious scale.
Yes.
The first one was
Wait
stuck in
a
house.
minute, Mike. I haven't seen The Purge. What is this Purge you're talking about?
You haven't seen The Purge? What's wrong with you?
I have, but for people who haven't.
The Purge is 12 hours of complete anarchy that are legally allowed once a year in the States in the near future.
This actually happens in real life?
Yes, Mark, it does. It does.
Or was this a film that you watched? Because sometimes I can't tell. What with your knowledge of current affairs and my lack of it.
Yeah,
what state does this happen in?
It's actually been going on for the last 7 years in the US, Mark. If you turned on CNN, you might have noticed that.
Oh, it's only 12 hours?
12 hours, yeah. That's all you got.
Oh, so it's only when it's
sundown
dark.
to sunrise.
Yeah. From dusk till dawn.
So could you fly around following the moon?
Yes, you could.
Okay.
Only in the States, I think, right?
Yeah, only in the States.
Oh,
no, it's global.
Everybody at home, this is a
global.
film. This isn't real life. It's a film.
This is kind of cool. I like the play on the name. It's Miss Chastain and who else was in
James McAvoy.
James McAvoy, that was it, yeah. And when I saw both of them, I was just like, sold. Don't care what it is. Yeah, I like both of them. It's an interesting looking movie, isn't it?
No.
You don't think so?
No, hold on. Let me help you out here, Mike. There's a couple of things that Mike doesn't understand. Mike likes to explain current affairs and politics to me, which I really appreciate. But sometimes I need to explain real human emotion to him. So this is essentially a love story. It's about a couple. What's her first name? Chastain?
Jessica
Chastain and James McAvoy. They meet. They fall in love. And unlike, a lot like many relationships, they find that things stagnate and they don't get on quite so well. And the next thing, the bitch ups and fucking disappears. And that's where it gets its title. And then it seems like the rest of the film is going to be hopefully trying to get those guys back together and helping the Miss Chastain to find herself so that they can go back to a place where they're really, really happy. It sounds really like a film about two people who weren't prepared to work at a relationship, but what do I know? Yeah. So, Mike, the thing you weren't understanding here was the love. So, if you're incapable of falling in love, then a lot of this is going to be tricky. I recommend that you watch it with me, and I can give you explainers.
Yeah, see, I was waiting for the alien abduction angle, you know.
He's sitting there going, I don't know how they're going to work sharks into this one.
When does my training take over? Did you see this, Sean?
I didn't, but from what you've said, it sounds like I shouldn't watch it.
No, you know what? I think this would be a better couples night movie than some that you've chosen in the past.
Well, what is it? A romantic drama where someone disappears? Is it a supernatural disappearance? Does she leave because she doesn't like him anymore? Because if so, that's a stalker movie.
Because she's a weak person.
It's not that she doesn't like him. It's that the relationship is in trouble, I guess. And see, I'm not convinced that she actually does disappear. It just, it happens to people. You hear about it from time to time where they arrive home and the person they were living with is gone, all their clothes is gone. I think it's that kind of a scenario. But she hasn't been abducted. There's nothing sinister.
I mean, I looked at this trailer and I didn't see the problem. It looked like, from what I saw, that he got to keep the house. So, like, what's the issue?
Mike, watch it with me, right?
I think we've seen this somewhere before, haven't we? Haven't we seen this premise before?
Does Cameron Diaz have a sex tape?
No. Google that one, Mike. Yeah, I think we've seen something similar to this before. I don't know if we reviewed it.
Are you sure, Steve?
Yes, in Train Spotting, they make a sex tape, and
you
return that to the fucking video store.
But this have happened. So that started annoying me. It was like in The Leftovers last week with the daughter asking the dad, "Why is there a dog in your trunk?" and he didn't answer her when it was completely explainable. And then there's a big row thing. It's just tell him, But this is the same kind of thing. It was just like, talk to them. A normal person would just talk to them and solve this, That would be the end of it. I know that's going to ruin the whole story in the series. But still, that's not a premise to base the series on, and that's what drove me nuts.
I want to come back to you on that, but I can't without spoiling it, because that is covered.
Well, he shouldn't have mentioned it if you can't mention it. If you can't argue.
You think he's you checkmated there, Mike?
Yeah. You're trapped. Mike, you've no argument.
You're some prick.
We're trapped by.
Sky is finally repeating True Detective. So I saw season 1, episode 1. Yeah, I'm on the footpath and I've got it series link. So this is happening.
Cool.
So I'm seeing the first episode. Is it a slow burner?
Is it a slow burner, or do you like it, Marcy?
I'm intrigued. So I mean, I'll watch more, and I know people rave about the show. So realistically, I'm going to watch the series. You know, I don't like whodunit rape dramas. I feel like every single cop show and every kind of crime is about that.
That's a drama. That's an actual genre now. Since The Killing came out. Although that one was a different one. That was a whodunit. Is it a rape drama?
Yeah, it's not.
We gotta abbreviate that. It has to be an abbreviation.
Let's avoid saying it as much as possible.
A drape.
No, but you haven't got the whodunit in there. A drape on it.
Yeah, they go in to get some bad guys and shoot a lot of people. Some of them the right people. And,
Did they win in the end?
Few of them. Boys didn't make it home.
Wipe away the tear, Mike.
We lost some good men out there that day.
Top Gun music. Yeah.
I saw the trailer for that.
Did you?
I was off put by in the trailer. They're walking through the corridor and kind of getting all their guys who are hanging out in different parts.
Oh yeah, I
the
saw that.
bunker.
I noticed this. I know what you're going to talk about. Yeah.
And then there's all these like women dressed in their army fatigues or whatever you call them, like draped over the guys with like
they're small
flat
armies.
rock hard abs type thing, and they're like chatting up the guy, but they're draped like they're kind of like the army prostitutes. And of course they're supposed to be like their comrades in arms or whatever you call. And then they're like, "Thanks, sweetheart," or
They're
whatever.
dismissed.
The women are dismissed.
And the two of them giggle to each other going down the
they're
corridors like high school.
Isn't it great that we're second-class citizens in this movie? So I was like, yeah, fuck this movie.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that you supported it, Mike. You're doing your part for feminism.
For my part, there is actually a very strong lead female character in it.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's good.
and she does stuff and blows stuff up, and
God, it was stuff up that she's blowing.
she gets to play with the boys, so it's fine. It's fine.
Good synopsis.
Probably the longest synopsis ever. What's the opposite of a synopsis?
A megalopolis.
Synthesizing and...
Just I never gelled with them. I've seen them, but
What did you love about the original so much then that's missing?
I don't know. It was just kind of silly.
That made it
and
sacred.
It was silly.
it the
It was
plastic
silly.
faces?
And
Like, I want to...
Hey, don't
what
take
for God's sake is sacred about this?
Don't take the piss out of Planet of the Apes. Man.
I'm going to
For
have
God's
to.
sake, this is one of the classics. It's one of the classics, and I don't think that's my problem. It is one of
It
the
is a
classics.
classic.
Yeah.
It is a classic. I
And so-
wouldn't argue with you there.
Yeah,
I would
so
rip the piss out of you.
I
but
think it's
wouldn't
kind of
argue.
sacrilege to try and remake a classic when you already have a classic. Why would you make it again? Why would you make it again? I just don't get it.
Where was this argument when we reviewed the remake of Wrath of Khan?
Your point doesn't stand, really.
Of course it does. That's an actual classic and sacred.
That's a bit of a head fuck, and I thought, oh, this will be really cool. And I was hoping it would be a bit dark, but it turned out to be one of those kind of Disney-esque MTV, everybody's overgroomed, the teenagers have makeup that would be applied by a professional. Like, I'm just looking at their eyeshadow and being like, no teenager would be able to do that.
Mike said that to me the other night, actually, when we were talking about this. It was like, plum eyeshadow. Are you kidding me?
Listen, it's fine.
I take hours on that every Friday night, and it never fucking works.
Okay, next up, we have a movie quiz. Curb your enthusiasm. Curb your enthusiasm.
I've told you about my stress with pop quizzes that I can't study for.
Okay.
I did shite last time.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
All right, you guys.
You're in good company.
Yeah. Mike. Name 5 of the 6 actors who have ever played 007. James Bond.
5 of them.
Yeah. You know, I didn't want you to say 6 because there's always one you'll miss.
George Lazenby. Roger Moore. Sean Connery. Craig.
Okay.
And Brosnan.
Okay, that's 5. You get the 6th for a bonus?
No, he gets 4. Because he only gets a half point for the half name.
And what's his face with
As
the...
is it a bicycle accountant? I insist on that.
What's his face with the black hair? Jesus.
I think they all have black hair, actually, Mike. Okay, Mike. Anyone else for bonus point?
I don't know.
No. Right. Okay, the last one was Timothy Dalton.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah. Mark, which horror film series features a murderous doll possessed by a serial killer who goes on a murderous rampage?
Chucky.
I knew that one.
Yes.
Can I have Mark's
Mark
question?
always
Or
gets
Child's
easy
Play.
ones. This is how it works.
Oh, okay.
Shona, which is the first Walt Disney animated classic? The first animated full-color movie to be produced?
Uh,
I think I might know that one.
Fantasia? Walt Disney. Wait, Mickey Mouse.
No. Anyone else?
Wizard of
Yeah.
Oz.
No.
Sleeping Beauty?
No.
Bambi.
Oh,
It was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
damn it. And that's what I was actually picturing in my head. When I said Sleeping
I thought it
Beauty.
might have been. Mike, true or false? Bear Grylls.
True.
I'm sorry, no, it's false. He boils. That's 0, Mike. Mark, is Glenn close?
Yes.
Yes, she is, but no cigar. Good man. Shona, is Blake Lively?
No.
It's true.
She's not.
She's not, no.
She launched a new lifestyle website called Preserve yesterday.
Oh, did she?
Preserve. Who names a website Preserve?
Preserve.
Anyways.
Okay. Nice bit of pop culture. Did you know there? Okay. Mike, what are the 7 deadly sins that John Joe emphasizes by killing people and leaving cryptic clues in 1995's film 7?
Sloth. Gluttony. Why do I have fucking
Come on.
a billion each?
You're the list guy.
Mike, I
Laziness.
One. You want to pass this one to me? I can do it.
Envy. Greed. How many have I got?
You've got 4.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Just whenever you want to tag me in, just let me know.
Mark's tapping on the ring. Is that terminology?
Fuck, let Mark finish it.
Okay. Mark.
Pride, envy, covetousness, sloth, lust, anger, gluttony.
There's one more. Oh, you
That's
said
7 deadly sins.
You said
Steve.
anger, yeah, it's wrath. Okay, but I'll give it to you. So it's half
Jeez,
mark.
thanks.
Half mark each there, I think. Okay, Mark. Which movie of Christian Bale's involved him taking up crash dieting, smoking, and losing 63 pounds to look the part of an emaciated, depressed, and sickened mechanic?
Machinist.
Good man. Shona. 2 Martin Scorsese directed films, both starring Robert De Niro and deal with the world of crime, have a noted very high rate of using the fuck word.
I love that word.
Which movies are these?
Taxi?
Get no help here.
The Godfather? All these do is make me feel bad about myself.
They didn't suit you, Shona. They didn't suit you.
I want Mark's questions.
Okay, I'll open to the floor. Anyone else?
Ronan.
No. Mark? No.
I
Casino.
don't understand the question.
2 Scorsese films that say fuck a lot.
Yeah, with Robert De Niro in them.
Oh yeah, with De Niro.
No. Okay. It was Casino and Goodfellas.
I said casino.
I said
You
Casino.
didn't say Casino.
I did.
I said
We'll rewind the
Casino
tape
and
now,
Goodfellas.
Mike.
We will fucking rewind it. There's a half point coming my way, you bastard.
I said both of those. You just weren't listening.
The Godfather, did you?
No, I said Casino
And Taxi? Was that it? Yeah.
It's not my fault if
Okay, Mike.
you don't have your listening ears on.
Which Coen Brothers cult classic film features the principal character hanging out of a bowling alley all the time, but the character never actually bowls?
Ah, Jesus.
That was an easy
Bridges.
one for you.
What's his face? Bridges in it. Fuckity fuck.
Gonna have to push you, Mike.
I can't remember the name.
This isn't good listening. Come on, Mike. Okay.
Open it up.
Gonna open to the floor.
Kingpin?
No.
No, I was going to say Kingpin too, actually.
No, it's the Big Lebowski.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Out of my misery.
Mark, what is the real name of the creature Gollum from the Lord of the Rings movie trilogy, which is revealed by Frodo in the Two Towers movie?
I'm so glad I get my questions. Schmiegel.
Good man.
I want Mark's question.
Shona, in the Lord of the Rings,
Okay, alright.
the Return of the King, the main servant is Sauron, the Witch King of Angmar, is so fearsome no mortal man can kill him. How does he die in the Battle of Plenar Fields?
I wish I had Shona's question.
Is it Saruman or Saruman? I confuse them. Sauron or Saruman?
No, he's a servant of Sauron.
Who's the servant of Sauron?
The Witch King.
Oh, the
Angmar.
Witch King. He has his head cut off by the princess.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah. He's killed by a woman.
I'd have to
You know,
dispute the method, Steve.
Yeah, no, give
Wait,
it that.
how is killed by a woman more accurate
Yeah.
than had his head cut off by a princess? I have the same answer as you, but with more details.
Yeah.
I know
So I'm gonna
your
give it to you.
face.
I was going to say who. I said by a woman.
You make it sound like you're doing me a favor, and
Yeah,
I
what the hell,
earned
fine.
that point. I earned it.
Okay, Mike, name the movie with this quote, right? Here's looking at you, kid.
Casablanca.
I'll give you an extra point for the year.
1943.
Oh, it's 42.
Oh!
Mark, same question, different
1942, Steve.
same question, different quote. I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog too.
I got nothing, I'm afraid.
Are you serious?
Okay, I'll open to the floor.
Wizard of Oz.
Good stuff. And what was the year for a bonus point? Anyone?
Pre-1980.
1938.
Oh, it's 39! Okay.
Not my night.
Jonas, same question. Different quote. He won't come after me. He won't. I can't explain it. He would consider that
Rude.
Who would be chasing a mailman?
Well, God, I think
I'll
see this.
put it
Wait,
out.
no, I
Come
want,
on.
I want to keep
It's
guessing
about a
so that Mike has
serial
an
killer of some
aneurysm. Mike, would you like to answer my proxy?
Agent Starling.
Yeah, the movie I'm looking for, Mike.
Silence of the
Silence
Lambs,
of the Lambs.
Steve.
Silence of the
I
Lambs.
have never
And
seen... Does that strike you as a film I would watch?
bonus point, what year was it?
1993.
No. Far look. That was 91.
I was 10, by the way, everybody. I was 10 that year. I did not see that film.
Okay. Mike, I'm walking here.
On the waterfront.
No. Anyone?
The taxi driver?
No. It was Midnight Cowboy. Anyone have the year?
1975.
No, I would have laughed if you said 68 because it was 69. But, okay. Mark, you had me at hello.
Jerry Maguire?
Yay! What year was that, Mark? Bonus point.
92?
96, heard it.
I was way off.
Shona. Carpe diem, seize the day, boys. Make your lives extraordinary.
Oh, is that
Oh,
the,
should know this one.
the teacher and the students in the reading?
The one whose
you
name
can
you
tag me
can't
in,
remember.
I do know this one, guys. I just can't remember the name of the movie.
I can remember it for you.
I do remember it, because there's Robin Williams, right?
He wants to take your point.
No.
No, come on.
Okay, fine, whatever, go. I want a half point, because I know what it is.
It's out in the floor there.
Dead
Oh,
Poets Society.
Captain, my captain. The answer is Dead Poets Society.
Right. The numbers are in. In third place, we've Shona with 3.
Can we say respectable 3?
A respectable 3. In second place, we have Mike with a devastating 4.5. And in first place, we've got Mark with 6. Nice one, Mark.
Good stuff.
Still on top.
That's 2 weeks in a row.
That's about 18 weeks in a row, I think. How much does that cost him, like, week on week, like, to pay you for those questions?
Oh, it's a fortune. Have you not seen my new car? Okay, next
Is it
up.
the beautiful red cash guy outside?
Yeah.
He gets a lot of the good lines, like the funny lines, and I just don't think he has that punch to make them all that funny. So I hated this show from start to end. All it was missing was subtitles to really make it the worst thing I've seen this week.
Really?
But it was,
The Planet of the Apes had subtitles, Mark.
I have me there, Mike. That was subtitling sign language, which is fine.
Mark is away this week. He's off sunning himself in Portugal, so we'll have him back in 2 weeks' time. So we'll have the return of the Mark.
So as usual, you have your third choice sloppy thirds. Favorite Canadian.
No,
Well, we weren't
Glad
going
to
to say,
be
but
here.
what if you want to put it like that?
But do you ever notice that if you stay up past midnight, those commercials come on TV where they're like, real women are waiting to talk to you. And then like they flip their wigs around. It depresses me so much when those commercials come on TV that anything else on television I cannot watch. And I think Toei would just like, I would bottom out with sadness.
I thought those women only wanted to talk to me. I thought that was a personalized advert.
There are bored women in your area. Yeah.
It's like they already know who I am.
First of our movies, which is Joe. Joe stars Nicolas Cage, who seems to be back on form, and Ty Sheridan, who we know from Mud with Matthew McConaughey. This is about an ex-con who makes his living by poisoning whole forests so they can be deemed sick and then cleared for replanting by, I don't know, trees that have a better turnover for money. Ty turns up looking for a job. It sort of starts from there. It goes from there. Quick synopsis on. So what did we think of this?
I spent the whole movie thinking where I'd seen this before, and it's finally come to me. It reminded me a lot of Sling Blade.
Sling Blade. What was that?
With Billy Bob Thornton. He's basically a guy with a bad past, and he's struggling to be a good guy.
Oh yeah.
But you don't know whether in the end the good guy or the bad guy is going to win out. And it was annoying the hell out of me that I couldn't remember that.
Yeah. When did that come out?
Sling Blade, that must be 10 years ago.
Oh, really? Yeah.
It's a long time. He's got a really strange voice.
Okay. Yeah. So, what do you think of this one?
I did like it. It's a bit of a slow burner, but it was nice to see Nicolas Cage doing something that he possibly actually wanted to do for a change instead of had to do. And he did get the opportunity, I think, to actually show a bit of range compared to his latest shite.
Yeah. I think that was just reading there during the week. I think a lot of that was just to get the money in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those Ghost Rider movies and stuff. He was in a bit of financial trouble.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He was in a whole shit heap of financial trouble.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. But, hopefully this is a sign of better things to come for him.
Yeah.
I thought the supporting cast were pretty good. The young lad in particular was, he was really good. He didn't look out of place at all in the midst of all the adults.
Yeah, he was pretty strong, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The footage of the general scenery, I thought was well done.
Yeah.
It captured the remoteness of the place.
Yeah. What do you think?
I didn't see the movie. I didn't have time, but I did see the trailer before I came to the Is It a Bicycle studio. So I can talk to the trailer.
Okay.
So the trailer shows us, and I'm assuming if it's a trailer, there's no plot spoilers here.
Spoiler
so
then, yeah.
I don't know what happened in the film. We see, obviously, there's eerie music, Nicolas Cage walking around looking broody, so you think, okay, man with the past, trying to do some honest work. A kid comes up one day to work and says, I'm looking for a job. Takes him under his wing and then finds out this kid has trouble at home. You see some clips of, I think, an abusive person in his life and
his father, actually. Yeah,
I assumed it was his father, some kind of dad type figure. And then some women in the house, I assume a mother and sister, who look not very well. So it's clear this kid's got responsibility. He's trying to do some work for Nicolas Cage. And Nicolas Cage's, angry past, obviously he's trying to keep it under wraps. There's police all over the trailer saying, like, Joe, what have you done? Or get back, Joe. So it's clearly he's got this Hulk thing where can he keep to an Eric Banner level, or is he going to have to kind of explode into this violent whatever? So I wasn't interested in the film having seen the trailer because, this isn't my thing. But, the kid looked like he would have been the best part of the film. It looks like he looked very good in the trailer anyways. What did you think?
Yeah, he's, he does have an anger, like you say, but, I guess the movie from his side, he's trying to keep, it under wraps.
Mm-hmm.
And he's trying to stay on the straight and narrow as much as he can, but he keeps being provoked. And he's kind of torn between being quite, paternal with this kid and helping him out and staying true to himself. And on the straight and narrow, because he knows he's going to have to get his hands dirty if he gets involved with the kids' difficulties. But it's a grubby sort of a movie. It's a grubby southern states look to it.
Right.
A bit like Mud. And it's quite gritty, grittier than what is it, Mike? True Grit. Yeah. Like, Nicolas Cage was excellent. I asked Mike, during the week, just off the cuff. I was explaining, that Joe was on the list that we're going to watch. And I was like, what's the name of that, good actor that's been crap? And he said, Nicolas Cage. He just got it in one, so, but,
sorry, Nicolas.
Yeah, but it's true. He is a great actor. And, he really is back in form in this. And, he doesn't do, the way he used to do, in a lot of his movies, is get quite physical to explain stuff, and he get kind of twitchy and kind of, he doesn't have that in this. He's just,
it's almost like a repressed type of anger.
Yeah. And, I don't know, he's sort of, coming into his own in this, like he's sort of, he's put on a bit of weight, he's grown a beard, he's not trying to be the, Rico Suave slick kind of look. He's really grown into this character for this, and a kind of a grubby character, which it's just, he suits it down to the ground now.
He reminded me a little bit of Julian from the Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah.
He had a drink in his hand every time he wasn't working it.
And actually, the way it's shot, I could draw parallels quite easily with True Detective. It's really nice that way. But
what was that actor that played the dad?
Now, there's a story behind him. He is actually the third lead in this. Wade, or G-Dog.
G-Dog.
Gary Poulter is his name. And he was a homeless man who was making money breakdancing on the streets of Austin.
Okay.
And so they went around when they knew they were going to be doing this They sort of went around for a bit of screen casting, just went around and interviewed a few people on the street. Street people, let's say. Yeah. And this guy kind of stood out.
They knew that they didn't want an actor per se?
Well, they were just testing the water kind of thing, because they did have a small part.
Are there any normies who are good enough?
No, yeah. Well, there was a small part they had in mind, and there's a scene in the movie where a deer is being butchered. And there's a man attempting to do it at the time, and that was the part that
they wanted to cast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So then when they saw him do it and he came in and he did it, no problem, they sort of went, well, actually, this guy's pretty good, you know, and he's really got that look about him. He's got those kind of sad eyes with a sort of strong chin, and his hair and his beard are all sort of, you know, weather beaten kind of look about him. And they said he's just got something. So then they decided that they'd take a chance on him, because they didn't know if he'd be like they say it's difficult enough to take a chance on a movie star. Yeah, you know, are they going to be like drama queen, or are they going to turn up and blah blah blah? So anyway, they said to him, listen, you can do this one bit, come in for a day, we're done, or you can come in every day for whatever length, and we'll pay a lot of money. And but we need someone who's reliable. And so I think for every day then, before the shooting started, that he would come in, stick a post-it saying, you know, to the director saying, I'm reliable, on the door. Right. You know, so every morning, you know, so they decided, okay, we'll go with him. And as you saw, he's brilliant in it.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic in it. And
he was a real standout.
He was, you know,
he looked rough as bejesus.
Well, see, that's the thing. I don't think they have to dress him up a whole lot. Yeah. You know, makeup, what's that?
They might have had to tone it down a bit, actually.
Yeah. So, so that was, Green, the director, he often casts like locals in his movies, but anyway, he took this guy in. But the sad news is, there's a sad story, is that Gary Poulter died a couple of months after filming stopped.
Already?
Because he went back to living on the streets. And he sort of grew up with drug and alcohol problems all the way through his life, from a young age. And he was found a couple of months later, and
ouch.
Yeah. That's a bummer.
Yeah, absolutely, because he was so brilliant in it. And he always wanted to be an actor, apparently. And then it's a chance of whatever, 56, I think, he was. He looked a lot older, but
he looked about 86.
So, but anyway.
I think we're going to need to pause the podcast for an intermission and allow all the listeners to go get a tissue, make a cup of tea, call your mom, tell her you love her, come back to us when you're ready. We'll be here.
So this movie, the first hour of it, actually the first scene in it is fantastic. It has the young lad berating his dad about something about life, and you're no good and blah blah. But did you notice that it was all shot in one? The whole scene was like about 6 or 8 minutes, and it was all one shot
from one camera angle.
Yeah,
I noticed that.
Yeah, it was brilliant. Yeah, it was really really good. And then I was just like, okay, I'm hooked. I'm interested. And then I'd say 10 minutes into it, I knew that I was going to watch it all. And then an hour into it, I was going, God damn, I'm enjoying this, you know. So, but yeah, really, really enjoyed it. Yeah, this is a good movie. And, you know, I think, not to get too film school on it, but I think American cinema needs more of this. It's sort of I don't know if it's a reality drama or what would you call it? I don't know, but there's nothing.
Is it almost kind of taking a page from British, well, I'll say British TV, maybe British cinema as well, where everything isn't perfect and glitzy all the time?
Yeah, it's more real. It's not a staged, you know, you don't feel that you're on a set. Or that it's done on a set, you know.
I suppose it's something kind of similar with Nebraska earlier in the year.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of outdoor stuff, and it's just not in beautiful places, and they're not all beautiful people. Yeah. You know, and I think that works. I think I'd love to see more of this kind of movie, you know. You know, I think it's kind of half the reason that I tend to veer towards, let's say, world cinema. Because they tend to do this a lot more. Like if you compare the Killing Denmark and the Killing US, you know, or The Bridge, you can see the differences straight away there, you know.
Soft focus TV.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I really enjoyed it. How about you?
Yeah, it's a good movie. Well, we're going to see. It's kind of a hard view of life.
It is, yeah.
I wouldn't say it's particularly a feel-good movie.
No.
I'd say that's clear.
Yeah.
So, yeah, go and enjoy it, but don't expect it to be a great experience.
Yeah. Don't bring the kids. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Leave them outside, keeping the car warm.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to give this an 8. Actually. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I think that's the highest score I've heard you give a film since I've come to the podcast.
Well, since the Lego movie, yeah.
Is that what you give the Lego movie?
Yeah, I give the Lego movie,
I thought you went to 9 on that, did you?
Did you really?
Yeah.
Okay, wow. Well, it was a fantastic film, so.
It was, yeah.
Well deserved.
Yeah. I don't know if I quite go to an 8. I think I'll stop at 7.
Yeah.
But definitely a worthwhile movie.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, go see it. It's great.
The king is lucky to have such a beautiful heir. Like, it couldn't have been done
You're
worse
so
if it was just like, if it was like a read through at a table, you know?
You make it sound like a remedial reading lesson, yeah?
That is how he delivered. Do you remember that line? Yeah, that's how he delivered it. So fuck off.
7. So I'll put it to you, Mike. Would you go to see this or Joe, knowing what you know now?
It would depend what mood I was in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 very different kinds of movies.
Would it be
both satisfying different kinds of needs?
Hercules for the Naked Men, then? Is that it?
I don't think it did very well what it was trying to do. And I've seen better naked fighty man films, so. I'm going to give it a 5.
5?
Yep, average.
An average Naked Man film.
Yep.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah, next time we'll send you to see skinny naked men, see what you think.
Okay, so next up is some previews and Coming to a Bicycle near you. So the first of these is 50 Shades of Grey.
Ow!
Who put this on the list?
Can't imagine.
I can't imagine who.
In my attempt to counteract all
Tell
the
us
blood and
about this.
violence,
Come on
you
now.
make me watch.
Yeah.
I haven't read the books.
You bring in sex and violence. Well done.
My contributions this week were comedy, sex, and Disney.
And a
so
bit of depravity. Yeah, nice one.
I've done my job.
Tell us.
The movie based on the book is coming to theaters. A lot of people were talking about it this week, so I thought, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
I haven't read the book. Did you guys read the book?
No, I haven't read the book.
No.
But
I've seen a lot of people reading the book, but I haven't read the book.
Yeah. A lot of people that just won't talk back to you while they're reading the book.
Yeah.
Fuck off, I'm reading.
And this was the book now that was based on fan fiction for Twilight, for all the sexual tension between Bella and Edward. Now there is a book and subsequent movie about them getting it on, but of course it's based on, yeah, that's its origins.
Wow.
It's people getting all panty about, panting. Yes, people just getting very excited about Bella and Edward.
Yeah.
So,
you're all distracted now.
Yeah, I am.
What you think of Boot, this one?
Boot this one, yeah.
I hate American guys.
Yeah.
It's a quote from the trailer, by the way. I do not hate American guys, if you're listening, America.
Any of you.
Yeah. My number is... They're American guys waiting to meet you.
Call Shona at 555.
The beginning of this trailer looks so funny. I'm like, I'm all about a film that's going to make some like great Canadian joke. Not my night. Kids growing up.
You know who else is in this? Is Genesis Rodriguez. Mike.
Genesis Rodriguez.
Oh, Mike, how could you forget so quickly?
Dom Johnson?
No, she was in Identity Theft. Here, let me show you a picture, Mike. Do you remember her?
Oh,
yeah. Now I remember. Yeah.
All the listeners are now furiously Googling her image.
Yeah.
I'll have to check out my back catalogue there. Free will and the choices that we make. and where is the dividing line between what makes us a good guy and what drives us over the line to become a monster? And it's all tremendously philosophical in a PG-13 sort of a way.
Okay, yeah.
So,
okay, the next one we looked at was Ouija. Sean.
If you haven't seen the trailer for this movie,
Ouija,
where a bunch of kids play with the Ouija board and horrifying things happen, well, lucky for you, you don't need to, because it's exactly what you'd expect. If you never see the movie about these kids playing with the Ouija board, then lucky for you, you don't need to worry about it, because it's exactly what you fucking expect. Why did I spend 1 minute and 48 seconds of my fucking life going, oh, so they play with it, and then there's a haunting, and then, oh, this is really weird. I feel like this trailer is boring as shit, and I could make this movie out of all of the other horror movies.
Sad thing is, I know I'm going to go and watch this on a Sunday afternoon by myself.
I knew you'd love it. I knew you'd love it. Okay, so first up, first of our movies, we're going to talk about Dracula Untold. Mike.
As Mike quickly scans IMDb to get a synopsis. Yes, folks, on this podcast, we spare no amount of preparation. We all arrive in the Is It a Bicycle studio ready to go.
It's more of an action-adventure kind of a thing.
Superhero.
Yeah. A superhero with fangs and a conscience.
With bats. Now, what kind of a name would you come up with if it bats? No. Yes,
and a really cool belt.